Hello and welcome to Thor the Thirsty Rhino. Now, here's Thor, and it is true, he is a thirsty rhino. Hey, this is an on your own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem on your own, and now you're watching this video to check your work and make sure you did a fantastic job. Without further ado, let's move on to our scenario. Thor the Thirsty Rhino is searching the arid African plains for a watering hole. He is so thirsty that he can think of little else. In the past week, he has only found 4 small ponds. He drank 2/3 of a quart from each pond. How many quarts of water has Thor the Thirsty Rhino drank in the past week? Well, let's just think about this. He's found 4 ponds, right? So there's 4 ponds. In each pond, he was able to drink 2/3 of a quart. So that means he got 2/3 of, which is times the 4 ponds that he drank from. So 2/3 of a quart each time, and he did that 4 times. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this problem is solved, and here we go. So the first thing I want to do is shrink this a little bit and make my 4 fraction boxes. So I got 1 here. I've got a second one I'm going to make right next to it. Then I've got a third one right here and a 4th pond right there. Now, these are representing the ponds, right? Now, in each pond, he had 2/3 of a quart, right? So if I'm breaking this into 3 parts, that means I'm going to draw 2 lines. So I'm going to go 1 line, and I'm going to just go all the way across all of them. And then a second line right here. And bam! And now in each of them, he gets 2 out of the 3, right? So he gets 2 of 3 here, 2 of 3 here, 2 of 3 here, and 2 of 3 here. So here we go. I'm going to color in these 2 right there. And then I'm going to color in these 2 right here. And I'll have to move that over a bit. And then I'm going to color in these 2 right here. And slide that right there. And then color in these 2 right here, right? So now I can count these. I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's actually our answer, right? We have 8 thirds, right? 8 thirds is the answer. But if you notice here, it's top heavy or improper, which means I can change it into a mixed number. And let's go ahead and do that right now. So what I'll do here is first I'm going to take this away from this one, and watch how I do it. I'm going to just erase this one here, and then I'm going to fill it in right there, okay? Then I'm going to erase this one right here, and I'm going to fill it in right here. And now, as you see, I've got 1, 2 holes, right? And then I got 1, 2 out of the 3. So as a mixed number, I would write this as 2 and 2/3. And that right there is your simplified answer. Now, this is the mathematical model of how you would solve that. Let's go ahead and look at what the algorithm would look like. So I'm going to move over here and just write my algorithm here. So I have 4 times 2/3, right? Well, 4 would get rewritten as 4 over 1 times 2/3, right? And now with multiplying, I just multiply straight across my numerators, and 4 times 2 is going to give me 8 right here. And then I multiply my denominators. 1 times 3 is going to give me 3. And as you see, this 8 thirds agrees with our original answer of 8 thirds down here for our mathematical model, and that is always beautiful. And then, since this is a top-heavy or improper fraction, it means that all we have to do really is divide this, right? So we're going to go 8 divided by 3. And 3 will go in there 2 times, which gives me 6. And then when I subtract, I get 2 left over. So I write that as 2 out of 3, because your remainder comes up as your numerator, and your divisor becomes your denominator. And right here you can see 2 and 2/3, lovely as it is, agrees with our mathematical model right there. And that is always beautiful, my friends. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all, my friend. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.